I'm surrounded by these plastic plugs. I don't know where they go.
We nearly missed that countdown, folks. How's
Um,
everybody doing?
are we
Uh,
on?
we're on. We're live.
I'm
We're
not
up.
on. I don't know what the fucking page is. What is this fucking
You
thing
gotta
called?
back up a little.
I
Your
need to go
face
on.
is huge. Your face is huge. Back up a little.
I have to back up. Where do I go?
I'll fix you. Hold up.
You did this to me.
Yeah, new layout's giving me a little bit of issue, folks, as you can see. So let's fix
We're
that
high
real
on drugs
quick.
right now. We don't know what we're doing. There's chaos going on around us. The internet's fucking with us.
I'm gonna do
Uh,
that, and then I'm gonna do a boom, and I'll get
we
you a
spent
little.
fucking 10 minutes talking to each other about the size of our faces, and somehow you managed to make mine too big.
Can your face ever really be too big, Chips?
I know my mouth can be. All right, I get this beautiful Miller Lite ad. This is special.
Oh, folks, we're just waiting for chat for Chips to actually be able to see
Oh
what's.
no! Don't blame me. Don't do this to me. How big is my face on this thing? Oh God,
I'm fixing your face right now.
so big.
There you go, fixing your face.
No one should have to fucking be that close up on my head.
That's fair.
Even my wife.
All right, here, I'll get closer so we match a little. There you go, buddy. Which one am
I guess.
I?
Let's see.
Go.
How's
Sorry,
that look?
folks, new layout, so had to just fix that real quick.
New format, new layout,
New
new
format, new layout,
underwear.
new undies. Oh yeah. There we go. We're about the same size now. Boom. All right. How is it? What have I missed in chat? Anything spectacular? Who's here? Hi, folks. M2B2, hello. New friends. I don't know if you've met Chips yet. This is Chips. Say hi,
Hello.
Chips.
Who am I saying hi to? Everybody?
Everybody. What we
Hey,
got? We got
everybody.
M2B2 Gaming. Have you met M2B2? Have you seen us on here before? If you haven't, welcome to the chaos.
First time. Okay, let's get into it. I need a dog trainer. I need a baby trainer, and I think I need to lose 20 pounds in some unconventional way. I'm just not going to do it on my own, but I don't want like surgery or anything. I kind of just need to be like hypnotized. So I think I should talk to my hypnotist about this.
Yeah, I mean,
Or
yeah,
fire him because I haven't lost the weight yet.
that's funny. I mean, I can teach you a trick for losing weight if you want to know it.
What are we talking?
We're talking discipline in the mornings, which is tough.
How disciplined?
Like 20 minutes in the morning,
Noon?
cardio. 20
Oh, like
minutes.
I do physical activity?
Yeah. And then you got to not eat for an hour after it. So it's like you like wake up your whole system. But yeah, as the chat says, I lost 300 pounds. I do know how to lose weight. I could probably do with losing about 25 to 30 myself right now.
Hmm.
So I hear you. Maybe we should commit to doing our early morning workouts together.
What are we talking workouts? Just high cardio? Are we talking weightlifting or combination?
20 minutes cardio in the morning before you eat anything, and then wait for an hour after that before you eat. Uh, and it'll activate your metabolism for 3 hours more than what it would normally be active,
Yeah.
and you'll lose a shit ton of weight.
I mean, I don't have a problem with being up or not eating when I wake up. I usually am up for 4 or 5 hours before I eat.
Yeah, because you fast, don't you?
I've been doing intermittent fasting, and I think, honestly, it helps a lot. It's been fixing my insides,
Yeah, I hear that.
and like cholesterol and blood sugars are moving in a good direction, and like that's good. That's good for
Yeah,
me. I'm happy with that.
I hear you. You're cutting off your neck. You gotta sit back a little bit, or tilt your camera down a touch so I get more of your body. There you go.
You want some of this
Now I got too
vibe?
much of your body. I'll get more of mine in there. You keep fucking with the balance, but I love it.
See,
There
I'm
we go.
trying to get
No, now we
the.
showed. No, now you fucked. I just fixed mine. Don't undo yours at me. Go back down.
Are we good?
Yeah, we're fine. So yes, to answer a question in chat, we are talking home assistants and things like that because Chips and I have different different usage for one, but also
Ooh.
our homes are set up differently. But we both have
Yeah,
smart
Danny has
homes.
fucking way too many computer screens in front of him, and I've simplified my life. Sure, my internet might not fucking work all the time, but I do have a fucking good setup going.
You do have a good setup. That's good. I remember the story of you telling me how you got your internet connection at your house. That was a fun
Wait, so the last thing I remember with my internet is we rearranged the living room. Is that what we're talking about?
one. Yeah, exactly.
And okay, so I had moved my living room around, and I had a direct connection from my modem to my television, and I was happy with that.
Yeah,
Because
because that's
sometimes
fast.
Wi-Fi sucks at you, right?
Yeah.
Especially when you're carrying this much bandwidth, guys. You might get some fucking tech boners from what I'm going to be talking about, and giant clitorises by my talk right now. This is straight LAN, wireless LAN, that kind of conversation. So I am like, hey, dude, I need you to come down, and I need to move the cable line from my underneath my house. Now I don't know how to fucking crawl in my house, nor am I going to. I'm very scared of spiders and bugs, and it just shouldn't
Tight
have to.
space. It's a tight space.
And it's quite frankly, it's a tight space. And unless I do this morning cardio routine, I'm not going to be.
Maybe that could be your morning cardio routine.
That's fair. I'll fucking just be stuck under there for
Yeah.
several days until I lose enough weight to meet to the center of my house. So I call the cable company. Who are these fuckers? Charter,
one of
Time
them.
Warner.
One of
I'll
the.
put my
One of
blast
them.
in the fuck. What are they
Yeah.
gonna do? Shut off the internet? So
Probably.
these motherfuckers show up, and I go, hey man, I want to direct connect my TV to my modem, but as you can see, it's now on the other side of the room. And he goes, yeah, oh, you just run a wire. I go, oh yeah, I know I can run a wire, but then there's wires all over my house. And I go, can you move the wire from underneath the house like you did the first time? And he goes, nah, you're better off either leaving it the way it is wirelessly, or I'm just going to say no to you. And that's what he kept doing. He just kept denying his responsibility in this. The money that I pay, everything, he's just like, fuck off. You're going wireless, or you run a wire across your whole house. So I was like, bro, this wasn't the funny version of the story. I don't know. I'm losing it right now. I'm sweating. I'm hot. I'm cold. I might be having.
Starts of a seizure. You're all good. So, moving on from your charter experience, we said this week we were going to talk about AI, AI and the the personal assistants. I have. Well, what do you have?
Okay, I'm a Google guy.
Yeah.
So I have the Google Home Assistant in my house. But it all started back probably in 2014 when I got Alexa. So Alexa was probably the first major AI assistant that came out. And it's this nice rectangular tube. And your primary mode of conversation with it is to call its name, and you ask it information, right? That's what I use my stuff for. How do you use your stuff? And what do you got?
So I have. We forever were a Mac house.
Yep.
Like I had a Series Zero Apple Watch,
Oh,
so that had
that was like years ago. They just pump out watches just for fun so people can buy them.
yeah, they're on to like Series 6 now. Uh, but that aside from that, we were Siri for ages, like
Yeah.
forever and ever and ever. And then we got free Amazon devices. So then I introduced Alexa as well. Oh
On top
shit!
of a
She
functioning
just
Siri?
did she just wake up?
Who?
Woke up. The assistant that we're talking about because I said her name. So I'm not gonna say that again. So yeah,
We
we
just have
have them.
names.
Yeah, we actively have them both in our home, and we use them for music. There's one that's what Ruby said. We use them to control our lights. Here, wait. Let's see if we can make this happen. Uh, uh Set Danny's office red. See if it works. There you go.
But
Woo!
wait, you didn't even call anything. What'd you squeeze your phone? How'd you?
Yeah, I don't speak. See, that's the one of the main differences for me. I turn off all the voice recognition thing.
So
So
you
that
have to press a button to activate it?
yeah, so even on my watch, like I talk to my watch like I'm Michael Knight, you know? I press a button and I ask it questions and shit.
Wait, who is Michael Knight? David Hasselhoff?
Yeah, there you go. Cause there you go. Like,
He had a talking car and a talking
well,
watch?
his watch was linked to his car. Remember? Cause he could be like, "Kit,
Man,
come around," you
I
know?
don't
And
remember that at all. I just remember the awesome intro song.
yeah,
And then the car. I almost barely remember David Hasselhoff.
that's fair. See,
I
I
mean,
watched that
I
in.
haven't watched it in 20 years.
I grew up watching that in French.
How do you say Knight Rider in French?
Fuck, what was it called? K2000.
Gadumil?
Yeah, K2000. That was the name of the show.
Oh, they even changed the name of the shows?
Yeah, cause like what Night Rider? What the fuck is that gonna be in French?
What does that mean in English? I don't know. They named it that.
Yeah, no, K2000 was the show. K2000.
Gadumil.
K2000.
Hey, Papa, let's watch Gadumil.
You know,
That's
yet they didn't retitle Highlander. That was just Highlander.
wait, why was French what you watched it in?
Because I grew up in the French-speaking part of Switzerland,
Naturally.
naturally.
There's a French speaking part of Switzerland?
Yeah, we have several languages, national languages. So we have three distinct areas that speak Italian, French, or German. And then a very
Oh, like that's how they roll? They're not gonna speak English to you or even
most
whatever. What is Swiss the main language? I'm sorry.
there isn't. That's the thing.
There is no Swiss language.
No,
What a country.
it's four groups of people from four other countries that were like, we don't want to be in these countries anymore.
That's what they did. They went Dutch four ways. They just
Pretty much, yeah. And then they carved out a
go
part of the mountain.
there, and they're neutral. They're
Yeah,
neutral as fuck.
yeah.
Damn, maybe we got to be more like Swiss.
They're neutral and they took everybody's money. So that's a little sketchy McGee. Because if you want to talk about white privilege, I feel like that country kind of exists on the back of it, but that's a whole other episode.
What's the diversity in that part of the world?
So until I was 19, I never saw a ski instructor that was a person of color. And I know that sounds like a weird. Wait, I
Well,
just
you're doing the whitest thing you could be doing, and then you're like, "Well, I can't believe I've never seen anyone other than white people."
but that's what I'm saying. Everybody skis in Switzerland.
Oh, no matter the race.
That well, you grow up like people go to the beach in Australia. In Switzerland, you go to the mountains to go skiing.
They don't roll down mountains on the green grass and luscious hills.
Oh, we do that too. You come down with cows. You come down with the cows in the summer.
It's expensive to ski, though.
It
Yeah,
is
that's right.
now. Yeah, it is now. Things cost a fair bit of money to be able to ski. I just realized I'm still in the red light district here.
Okay, so we have the home assistant. You don't call it?
I
Why
don't
do you
call.
not?
Well, that's
Why?
not true. That's
That
not true. We
makes
have
you-
for the one that's the Mac one. I don't
Yeah.
call it because I find it picks up on other words too often.
So Siri's tripping.
For me, she picks up too much on other words, so I just was like, fuck that. But the other
And
one,
how do you call Siri? I honestly don't know. I don't use anything.
like, so there's a function where basically all of my devices can be listening for me to say, "Hey Siri."
So you have to say, "Hey Siri."
Yeah.
Okay. So similar to Google, you have to say, "Hey blank."
Yeah, or on the watch, if you raise your watch and you have the raise to speak function on, she'll listen and you don't have to say anything.
Oh, interesting.
So if you like do the distinct motion of being like, "I'm checking the time," like,
Yeah. Well,
and
who
you
the fuck
make,
knows?
I know, right? But that's what they did. Like, it recognizes the
You're
raising of
like,
the
what is
wrist.
this motion? There's a motion sensor in there, but how does it know
It's an
any motion?
accelerometer. It's a three-directional or 360 accelerometer, so it understands
It can
directions.
sense up.
Yeah, basically what an accelerometer replicates is as if you had a floating ball bearing inside a globe of water.
Yeah,
So if you shook that, it would know which, like you'd be able to visually see which way the ball bearing bounced, right?
that's fair.
So that's what an accelerometer. That's like the most basic explanation of what an accelerometer is. Don't anybody ever fucking quote me on that.
No, say it in French.
Alors, le plus basique système d'un accéléromateur, c'est
Oh,
comme,
oh,
yeah, I'm just gonna stop there. Otherwise, you're gonna be like, what? Because it's gonna
I
get
love
like,
it. I love it. Um, so we have Alexa. I kept an Alexa speaker, but
okay.
then I ended up adding Google products to my house. So I'm very clear. I have no affiliation with Google. I like their products.
Yeah, I
I
hear
use
you.
them heavily,
I hear you.
and I think the first thing I did was I got the Google Home speaker, which is just like a non-display, better looking device, a little cleaner and crisper, and that was a better sounding speaker. And for sure, I used it to ask questions that I would Google,
Hmm.
which I think the Google experience is much better than the other two. And I guess we'll only talk about the other two. So being Alexa and Siri.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't used the Google Assistant much yet. I use everything else of theirs. So weird. I use all of their
Mm.
mail. I use,
It's like you got the free speakers by all of their mail.
well, I use like their mail thing. I use
their
their.
their suite, their office suite, the drive.
Yeah, but I don't use that all the time. That's weird. I'm
You bounce.
so, like, my ecosystem is like in everybody's fucking devices. It's weird.
Oh, you're all over the place, honey.
Yeah, and I have like 9 email accounts.
There's no way you need 9 email
I
accounts,
know, right? But I don't know why I still have them all. I gotta get rid of some of that
and you
shit.
actively check them.
I do, yeah. I do actively check them. It's crazy. But so there is. We changed the name of one of them. Changed the name of the Amazon one because you can use another name. You can use Echo. We did
Oh,
that because one of the people that works at my wife's school is named. Yeah, so we can't talk about.
how much are you guys talking about Alexa?
We're not, but it's like, you know what I mean?
You're like
So
that
that,
damn Alexa,
and
always eating everybody's lunches.
for me, I think we should be able to call it whatever the fuck we want.
Yeah, I wonder what kind of problem that would cause.
It well, yeah, see there, Nari says she has Google machines at the school because she can't use the Amazon ones.
Hmm.
So she's in her ecosystem, she has Google stuff as well.
Well, it's interesting, real quick. Amazon tried to get into the phone game and they couldn't.
Yeah.
Because that would have probably made it as functional as Apple and Google. But I don't know anyone that uses Siri for anything. And people do use Alexa at home. But I honestly think it's not as robust. Or, quite frankly, if we do you have an Alexa in your room right now or a Siri in your room? You have a
Uh
Siri on
this
in your
computer
phone.
is an Alexa.
Oh, it
There you
is?
go. Stop. She just came to life.
Who?
That assistant. I'm not gonna say her name again.
So you can talk to the computer and it will turn on?
Yeah.
There's a little bit of like, I don't know what's going on in your
No, no,
house.
there is. No. What I was thinking about is whether I should try and change these lights again by just using the computer.
You got too many, pardon my French, bitches going on in your house. Only talking about AI. I'm not attacking anyone in your home that is a human being.
That's
Just too many
funny.
AI bitches going on in your house.
That's funny. Bitches. Bitches.
I've found that Google is straight up, they'll answer 95% of my questions.
Okay. See,
And Yuri doesn't know shit ever.
funny. See, I I've found that Siri will be like, "Here, I found you these web pages to look at," and then you have to look at your phone.
Yeah, and I think that kind of defeats the purpose of like spontaneous information.
Yeah, and I think what the Amazon one does is it reads you what's on the web page.
So it's not even just like an answer, it's like I'm gonna read out a fucking webpage to you.
Well, no, what it does is it goes like, "Here's what I've found," and it like then gets like it seems like it's the machine giving you an answer, but it's actually reading the text that a human being has written, so it sounds like a properly
Uh,
formulated answer.
yeah, Google's literally trying to make it as if it's another person in the room, like that is just smart.
Yeah.
And that's what I want. Like, I don't want no fucking bullshit. I want like, hey, what's up, bro? And it's like, hey, this is your answer. Like, thanks for asking me. I appreciate your interaction.
Yeah. So like
Without
it
that
yeah.
formality.
So yeah, it filters things
So you
through.
got lights. What else you got going on in your house?
Dude, I have my oven is connected to my internet.
Your oven?
Yeah, one of them. I have several ovens.
I live in a red lidded house and I have several ovens.
I mean, here we go. Let's make that different.
Lidded.
Make Come on, we're gonna make Danny's office blue. Ta-da!
No, we had messed with those lighted the different changing color lights. What ones did you use?
We use Hue.
Hue,
Nari mentioned it above earlier in the chat.
the Philips Hue. Yeah, I mean, I think I might have looked into that, and for some reason I went with the LifeX bulbs. But the distinction is one is a straight Wi-Fi hookup, and there's
Yes.
no bridge or there's no
No
other like
bridge. Yeah, RFID bridge.
kind of connection.
Yeah.
But I found those two always disconnect, and just
Yeah.
like, how does Wi-Fi? Why does it cut out so much? What's going on here?
So you actually asking me that, or is that a rhetorical question?
Both. We might as well talk about it.
All right. So the reason it cuts out is because of the amplitude of the waves.
So we keep getting in the way.
Your doors keep getting in the way.
Huh. But they were only in the living room and they kept disconnected.
Well, yeah, that's just because they had a shitty Wi-Fi connection. Like
And it was
their
right in
actual
the same
unit.
room as the router.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. The RFID chip uses it links the signal to the bridge, which sends that out on its own much smaller amplitude
Yeah.
radio wave, and that travels through like everything.
So that is through the hub connection.
Yeah, and all it is a little box like this big that plugs into your into one of the Ethernet ports on your router.
I probably should have fucking done
But their bulbs are supposed to last 25 years or 23 years, if I'm
that.
not
Wait,
mistaken.
yours? The Philips ones?
Yeah,
Fuck me.
that's
Like
what
I
like.
had going out on mine too.
Yeah, no, these things like they're supposed to last 23 years because I was like they're fucking expensive, which Nari also mentioned above.
I
But
like how old we are that we're talking about light bulbs.
I know, right? It's fucking amazing. Well, light bulbs and and AI personal
This
assistant.
is what drives us. Fucking light bulb functionality. No, the coolest thing that I started doing was realizing, okay, if I outfitted my house with these light bulbs and I was on this fucking LifeX board now, it was like $60 a pop for a light bulb. And I was like, that's a bit fucking much for a light bulb. It's just not worth it. I started doing smart switches.
Yeah, I dig
Smart
those.
switches is where it's at. You can use any LED bulb if you wanted. It's
Yeah.
the better way to go, I suppose. And then you just get the whole. You can dim it and you can turn it off. Who cares about colors? I'm not fucking 12 years old anymore,
You say that, but if you get colors in your life, you'll be like, why did I not get colors in my life 10 years
bro. I had colors and I didn't give a shit about colors. It was like, what do I? I'll tell you what kind of colors I fucking run.
ago?
And we found a way to salvage some of the color ones that lasted, and we
Yeah.
put them in our hallway. And our hallway runs at 3 different colors right now. But I'm gonna give you fucking the flavors if I can find it, because we're geeking out. We're nerds here.
I'll be able to set mine while you're looking for your shit. I'll set mine on a rotation. But we've just gone quiet on stream, so fuck that. I don't care
Yeah,
about your colors in your
literally
corridor.
talking about colors. All right, mine are cheerful.
You're fucking cheerful. Nari says, when you ask the different assistants what sound does a kookaburra make, Siri gives you a web page, Alexa describes it, and Google makes the sound. Shut up, Alexa. No. God damn it.
Hey Google,
I
what's
swear.
the sound of a kookaburra? That's fucking dope, man. Can you hear it?
Yeah, I can hear it.
It really, the best part or the scariest part of how much I actually use this thing is my child, I would say at 11 months. So at the time where he started being more vocal,
Mhm.
or started being vocal, quite frankly, he starts saying Google because all day long I just go, hey Google, hey Google.
Yeah. And they learn behaviors.
So he
Yeah.
legit is sitting in my lap after I go, hey Google, play something to listen to, and he just goes Google, and I was like, whoa. And actually, like, I don't know what I am in terms of classification. I deny that I'm a millennial, but I probably am a millennial. I start recording my son instead of participating with just my own eyes, and it was funny.
Yeah.
So we got this kid's first words as being Google.
Funny, man. I mean, it's a word they hear all the time.
Hey Google, stop. So how far does this get out of control? Like it's in our lives. I don't mind the speakers being there, quite frankly.
So some kid managed to order like a seriously expensive model ship to their home by asking for it, and like thousands of dollars were spent without the parents' knowledge.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So that level of integration is a terrible idea.
And hold on, there was another one. Let me get this right. There was one at around Christmas that integrated somebody speaking to it, and the commercial made people's units at home order what the commercial was ordering.
That's funny because yeah, whenever you hear that ad go on for one of these devices,
Yeah.
everyone's house lights up
Yeah.
and it starts beeping, and you're like, oh boy, what's going on? There's like
Yeah.
a loop. Essentially, it could be an infinite loop if you really played it right.
I mean, there's somebody did that where they lined them up and asked one of them a question which triggered the other one, which triggered the other one, which triggered the other one, and it did. It was an infinite loop of the three of them asking each other questions.
Oh, so between the Siri, the Google, and
Yeah.
Alexa.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to go further into it. I'm thinking about adding security.
We
Like
have it.
the doorknob?
Oh, I don't have the doorknob. I have cameras.
Oh, and those are what are those through? See, you can't have duality in your house. It doesn't work. It's too complicated.
No, it's
You're
not.
You're definitely favoring one more than the other.
No, they work on all systems.
What are they, you fucking kids?
No, they work on all systems. Like you have
You're programming everything on both just so you have it so that it works on both.
no, you program them in their own proprietary and then update the home link.
Yeah, but like, okay, give me an example of what functions. The lights function on both.
Yep.
The oven functions on both.
No.
What do you even use that for?
The oven's still in
Oh, your
beta. No, the
ovens.
oven's still in beta and they don't have Android. They only have iOS. So my my it's linked to my phone and my phone gives me information about the meal that is cooking.
Can you please elaborate?
So my machine, it's a kitchen robot. It's not
What did
just
you call it? A robot?
a robot. Yeah, it's a kitchen robot. That's what we call it around here.
Not a
Um,
robot, a robot.
a robot. Yeah, it's sous
I'm
vide.
almost offended.
It's a 4 compartment kitchen robot that will cook 4 different things, starting at different times and end them all together.
Nari, how functional and useful is this robot that you guys have? Like, I think I've heard him tell me that he uses it all the
I do. We haven't used it recently because I have to descale it. Lime
time.
scale. You know lime scale?
No.
Calcium buildup.
Oh, okay. You're just having to deep clean this thing.
You got to put citric acid through it, which is a totally normal thing for people to do.
Why do you need citric acid to cook food?
No, to break up the calcium so that the refrigeration unit works properly.
A refrigerator in your oven?
Yeah, so you can leave the food there. You can program it at 10 a.m. for it to have dinner ready at 9 p.m., for example.
Okay, I
And it
don't.
keeps the food cold.
I looked this shit up. I don't know what you're talking.
Look it up, dude. Look it up.
The protein box?
Yeah, they do protein boxes.
What does that even mean?
They send,
Sous-
like, they have a food delivery service. Woo.
Let's watch this. Hey Google, turn the volume up to 5 or 6. And what is a sous vide?
Here's a summary from Wikipedia. Sous vide, also known as low temperature long time cooking.
Nope. See, this is one of the problems. Tell her to stop. Hey, Google, stop.
Don't talk to my robot.
Did it work? Did she hear
No.
me? Did she stop? So this is one of the problems with the way they named it. In my opinion, they were stupid to name it the way that they did, because there's a type of cooking that is sous vide, which has a D in there and sounds pretty much exactly the same.
Mhm.
And while this machine does offer sous vide cooking, it is not only a sous vide machine. So I think their naming convention is.
I think we could do a whole show on this fucking machine.
I think we could.
Okay, so you can schedule it, refrigerate it, and cook to perfection. I don't understand the refrigeration part.
The whole thing is a fridge as well as an oven,
Why?
so that you can put shit in the morning. You can leave your chicken in there ready to be cooked, and it'll keep it refrigerated so it doesn't turn bad. And then
And you're like, hey, sous vide, fucking shut off the fridge?
no, you program it, and it will know. It will tell you what time. Sorry, it will tell you when it's finished cooking everything for the time that you set it to cook to. My phone beeps and says your meal's ready. Go and get it now. So I don't have to think about cooking when I use it.
Well, you have to think of something. You have to figure out how to set this machine up.
That's fair.
And you have to clean up the valves so you can get out of the.
Yeah, but you have to clean any oven.
Yeah, but I'm not putting citric acid and cleaning up calcium buildups in any of my ovens.
You would potentially use citric acid to break down the grease deposit from the pizzas.
You, sir, are the ones that are making pizzas at your house. I am the one buying pizzas.
True. I have been making pizza over the pandemic.
I know. Danny allegedly is making pizza in 20 minutes. I mean, look, I could cut up some English muffins and call it pizza too.
No, legit pizza. 'Cause we have a pizza stone. That's why it's so quick.
My father-in-law just announced to me that he bought a pizza oven, a commercial grade pizza oven.
Oh, commercial grade? Shit.
Honestly, I think he did it just to make me happy. I think that's he's the guy, and he goes, "I'm gonna hook this kid up because he eats so much damn pizza
He
that
wants to
so when he
bond.
comes to the house, I can fucking cook him some pizza."
I love it.
So maybe this weekend, actually, I can get some clips of it if I do make some pizza because we're heading up there,
Yeah.
and we can share the experience next week.
We could do a live stream pizza session.
Oh
I could
damn!
teach you how to make pizza at home.
Oh wow! The
Whoa, there's
Swiss
some new light.
teaching me how to make pizza.
I know, right?
I made pizza in college. I worked at a pizza place, and it was called Family Pizza. And I was throwing dough, tossing dough, opening up the dough as you have to when you're making the dough large enough to be consumable. I threw it in the air because I wanted to be one of those cool Italian pizza makers. And I got into it. I was like, "Oh, this is fun. This is really cool." And then one time I wasn't paying attention, and I threw it, and it got caught in the ceiling fan, and no more pizza. I'm such an old man.
I love it. You ever had a hot chapati?
Chapuri?
Yeah. Do you know what a hot chapati is?
I do not.
You ever had a gondola pizza?
Now you're getting all foreign with me. This is exciting.
So a gondola pizza, basically, they take the round pizza and they shape it in basically the shape of a gondola. You know what a gondola
Or,
is?
or an eye.
Or an eye. That's what I was thinking, but I was like, should I make the analogy with the eye, or is that going to be too fucking weird?
No. Now I know what you're talking about. I've never had one, but continue. Let's
And they
go
crack an egg,
through.
and the egg cooks in it a la pizzaiolo inside the oven.
Alla pizzaiolo.
A la pizzaiolo, un pizzaiolo. The pizzaiolo is the guy who makes.
You only live once?
In Italian, the dude that makes the pizza is called the pizzaiolo.
Oh, that's dope. I actually want to change my screen name to Pizzaiolo. I hereby announce my new name as Pizzaiolo. And chips. How's that sound?
Pizzaiolo with some chips for dessert.
You can now call me Pizza YOLO.
I'm sure there's somebody out there that's already got that name.
Oh, fuck them. I will go to court. Oh, we haven't even talked about the election. This is pretty amazing.
Hey, I know. Great. We didn't even fucking touch on politics. I'm happy with it. You're happy with it.
I'm happy with it. I mean, we were literally covered in shit for 4 years, and now I feel like there's less shit. I don't know what he's gonna do, but
yeah,
I am also excited about first woman of color as
that's the thing that excites me the most.
Half Indian, half black. Most of the people didn't really want to talk about that she was being half Indian. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Where any news channel, anything was like first African American. I was like, all right, guys, but she's kind of half Indian, which I represent as well.
Yeah, you do.
So cool, really cool. And her speech on Saturday?
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
No, I was at work.
I was like, this lady, she's good already. They haven't even fucking had a first day on the job, and you know they're more competent just by the words that they choose to use to communicate with the American people and the world around us. And they're like, oh, wow, these guys aren't morons.
Yeah, the amount of congratulations I've seen my friends from Europe posting to Americans, that's what's the most interesting.
Isn't that fucking crazy?
Chap, did you look up the gondola pizza? Because it is.
No.
I think I'm saying chap. Yeah, you're chips. He's chaps. Chaparoo. Yeah, they're fucking amazing, dude.
All
I've had
real.
2 in the
Speaking
past
of
week.
amazing, here's one thing I might actually look into this cooking thing.
The sous vide?
It boils and drains starches.
Bro, I'm telling you, this machine is fucking amazing.
It warms delicious sauces.
Yeah, dude. It's the nuts.
Veggies.
It's the future of home cooking, man.
It kind of looks like catering trays.
Yeah.
With temperature controlled ovens.
Yeah, basically they did like a thing where they took the tech from airplane service units that have refrigeration and reheating, and they
Hmm?
transformed it into a usable home unit.
No
And it's got a
shit.
broiler built into it. I mean, I finish most of our stuff off with a blowtorch because it's just more fun that way. But you don't have to do that.
I've seen you yielding this blowtorch, and I'm like, damn, this guy's into this.
Yeah. Well, I breathe fire. I've breathed fire since I was 12.
What?
Yeah.
You
Much.
breathe fire?
Yeah, I know how to breathe fire.
Is that you?
I've been paid to do it,
No shit.
so it had some use. It's also got me into festivals and nightclubs.
Now does that matter to you? Have you
No,
breathed fire for your wife lately?
I'd say I don't think my wife's ever seen me breathe fire.
Are you crazy, Nari? You've been sitting on breathing fire for like 10 years? Girl, I would be like, if you guys are ever in a fight and you're like, fuck, this fight is so useless.
My get out of jail free card.
Well,
Baby,
you
stop fighting.
blowing fire, and clearly she's going to have to move away from you. This is your dragon superpower. Holy shit.
Yeah, 6 feet of flame.
All right, Nari, I apologize for everything I just suggested because now I gave your husband some ammunition to defend himself.
We'll get her a
Yeah.
fireproof suit.
Fire. That's interesting.
Yeah, she's seen her friends from uni that did fire routines. So I'm old hat, bro.
Oh,
I'm
damn.
old hat. I told my wife I could breathe fire. That's why I told her I could breathe fire, and she was like, "Yeah, I've seen
That's
that."
right. You're like, well, I do know about light bulbs if you want to talk about that for fucking 25 minutes.
I mean, she married me. So
Well, light bulb talk for the rest of the days then, honey.
so we got 20 left, which
Are we
means
getting into the questions?
yeah, I got questions. AI related questions for you.
We wanted to format the show a little bit more.
Yeah.
And we're now moving into our next segment, and it's our favorite of the hour where Danny asks questions.
Yeah.
Question time, Danny.
Question time. Do you know who Gary Kasparov is?
Gary Kasparov. I think he was in my third grade class, and we thought he was a booger eater. And he always had some hanging bats there, and we always saw him putting them in his mouth. And he was a nice kid, but I didn't get too close to him. I gotta be honest.
I think that was Gary with 2 R's. This Gary has only 1 R.
Oh,
Yeah, different Gary.
might be wrong, Gary. Start to air out your old dirty ways, Gary.
Gary was a chess player.
From
America.
Utah.
Maybe. That much I'm not sure.
All right.
What's interesting about Gary Kasparov is he played the first game of chess against artificial intelligence.
What year?
That's the question.
Question time. When did AI? So wait, is this also the first time AI is like broadly used or commercially? I don't know, commercial.
So there's been other iterations of AI and competitive AI as well as puzzle solving AI before this.
Yeah.
This was the first public 6-game encounter between artificial intelligence and a human.
This is the first chess tournament.
Exactly. What year do you think we're in?
I'm gonna say 2006.
2006.
I'm saying 2006. The internet in its time started blowing up. We started being more interactive. We started being more social. We were on the cusp of these major social media sites that were now ingrained in our lives. So I'm gonna say a little early 2006.
10 years out. It was 1996.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Al Gore fucking brought this to us.
Nice.
This guy invents the internet, then he gives us the goddamn ability to play chess.
96, playing against the computer. So they won. They played 6 games. They played 6 games. Who do you think won?
Wait a minute. Why would they have an even number of games that they would play in a tournament?
I guess that's tournament rules with chess.
Chess is like no best out of 7, 5, 3. I'm gonna say that Gary got beat 6-0-6. Love 2-6.
So he lost the first game,
Yeah.
then he drew 2, and he won 3.
Oh. So poo on this AI.
Yeah. But then after upgrades, not exactly sure what they upgraded. After upgrades in 1997, they came back, and what do you think the result was then?
On upgrade, 96, 97 is the repeat.
Yeah. 1 year later, team of technicians upgrades McGee.
I'm saying Gary wins 4 out of 2.
4 out of 2. Yes, he got his ass beat. No,
What?
he got beat.
Gary lost?
Gary lost, but
Every
guess
game?
he lost. No, not every game. Apparently, somehow, and I think it's because of a way they calculate points with draws. I don't know. But he got beat 3.5 to 2.5.
Oh God. Why does that make you so happy?
Because when you're saying why don't they have like best out of 7 or 5, and it's like here, 3.5.
They got fucking micro scores.
3.5. All right. Did
What
Gary?
result of that? Did it become more popular?
I think they probably sold a lot of chess units like with Gary's face on it after that.
That's it.
You know, the Gary Kasparov Deep Blue home
Unit?
chess unit. Yeah,
It
like
was champion?
no, like like the thing where you could play against the computer. You never seen one of those or had one of those?
Like a
play chess?
handheld chess player?
It was a board that had like peg holes.
It's in my house.
We had them at my school. We'd play
Oh.
over lunch against the economics teachers.
Jesus Christ, you guys are advanced.
Yeah, the economics teachers and the physicists. Those are the ones that we played against.
My biggest decision was chocolate milk or regular milk.
Yeah, no, we played chess in school.
We did not play chess in school. Damn.
Good times. It was good times. Did Gary? Hang on. Did Gary accuse IBM of cheating?
Oh, of course he did.
Yeah, he fucking did.
Donald Trump didn't accept the election the way that it went down, and
Yeah,
he's trying to say there was some sort of cheating. So Gary, of course, come on.
Gary straight up was like, "Ah, you cheaters, motherfuckers." So, here you go. What year was AI introduced as a concept? Artificial intelligence. Now,
Oh, I'm gonna say like 76.
okay.
Cause I mean, we had sci-fi movies that were going on about AI and HAL back in the day. So I'm sure that they based it off some reality.
So the first iteration was 1950.
Fuck!
That was the first proposition that, which was humans use available information as well as reasoning to solve problems. So why can't computers? Who do you think said that?
Bill Gates.
That's
Kyle.
funny.
His kid was just ready and ripe to solve the world's problems.
That's funny. A dude called Alan Turing. Does that ring any bells?
No, you cocksucker. None of these names are ever just going to be in my head. There's no reason for them to be in my head.
He's the dude that cracked the Nazi Enigma code.
Oh, there's a movie about that.
Yeah, there is, with Benadryl Cumberbatch. You know who I'm talking about.
Never heard it said that way. That French.
That's the Russian pronunciation.
What was that? That was I think it was a good movie.
It was a great fucking movie. All right.
All right, hey, last one. We're gonna move on to the last thing.
Wait, last question for you from me. The first year of voice recognition, since that's what our topic was.
So what I said to Danny in our little prep call, and we don't